Hello, my camel friends. For today's reading, of course, we have the camel, which is a fire element creature, but also it has strong associations with water because of the camel's habit of being able to carry water with it and survive very long periods without drinking. Okay, so resourceful, independent, knows oneself. The camel can handle absolutely anything, as it carries a wealth of nourishment within. This wondrous creature is self-reliant and handles challenge with ease. Even in the face of excess heat, judgment, or anger, the camel searches inside for the cool elixir of water to calm the situation. The camel represents the ultimate form of bringing opposites into balance, fire and water, and being responsible for one's own reactions. The camel is a wonderful traveler and is especially fond of trips to faraway lands. When in balance, calm, content, a sparkle in the eye. When out of balance, dehydrated and lacks vitality. To bring into balance, a pilgrimage. The camel also sounds quite diplomatic and mature. Emotionally intelligent, perhaps? I don't know. Seems that way to me with all of this talk of searching inside for calming the situation and bringing opposites into balance. Very, very helpful skills in interpersonal situations. So, if that's you, and I'm assuming that you're in balance, that sounds really wonderful for you and for the people around you. All right, now, the interesting thing is, I am positive the forest came out in yesterday's reading, and it was very interesting for some reason to me yesterday. I really strongly associated it with the archetype card. This time, I'm just really getting muddled, unclear thinking. So perhaps you are a camel that is not in balance and you need some more water. All right, looking at the rest of your tea leaf cards, of course, these are all here to help you determine whether or not this is your reading. We have dagger, fears, worries, tense situations, and a need to get back to basics. Fire and water are very basic. Okay, money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. And clouds, temporary problems. My sympathies on this waiting for you to find it business. That's very frustrating. Pig, be aware of greed. And moon, changes in your life. So perhaps your money path will become obvious to you soon. Even if at the moment, it seems like it's nowhere in sight. Okay. So you have this clouds here, so it is a temporary situation. All right, let's see what your tarot has to say to you. So first of all, we have the Knight of Wands in a crossing position. So, I call this the teeter-totter position, neither here nor there. Not upright, not reversed. Next we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is the wounded, wary, and weary card. So feeling a bit defensive, not wanting to move, because, you're kind of worn out as well as wounded. So you feel in need of healing in some fashion. Seven of Pentacles, but you are not investing in your healing. Why did I gloss right over the Knight of Wands? Well, there may be a Knight of Wands on your mind. I just don't feel like that's you, camel person. But the Queen of Pentacles, I think, in reverse. I think there's a certain amount of holding oneself back. Whether you realize it or not, you are capable of so much more. But there is a lack of belief and perhaps a lack of trust, a lack of faith in others. Maybe an inability to trust or have faith in yourself, certainly. So when you are being very protective of yourself, you can be very limiting of yourself. So yeah, there is a lack of success, a lack of manifestation. Why haven't you invested in yourself? Perhaps you need some more water. Maybe even to immerse yourself in water, or spend time near a large body of water, or in a large body of water, if you can manage that. Two of Swords in reverse, analysis paralysis. So very much in your head, not connecting with the divine, perhaps not trusting in it. Now we have Justice in reverse. Meditation, that's a card that's unique to this deck. And the Eight of Wands in reverse. Excuse me. All right. So, a lack of balance. Justice is about the past, the present, and the future, as well as balance and accountability for one's own actions, seeking redress. Meditation in reverse, a lack of going within, which we already covered with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And the Eight of Wands is a lack of progress. So there should be some movement here, but there is not. And the camel is skilled at movement. But everything here is indicating that you are an out of balance camel who perhaps needs some more water. And is more concerned with defending oneself than in developing oneself or working with the universe, working with the divine. I'm not sure what this Knight of Wands has to do with anything. All right, let's find out about this Knight of Wands. Obviously, you feel they're unstable. I mean, not that the Knight of Wands is a terribly stable character to begin with, or aspect of the personality, but it's generally brave, willing to take risks, inspired action. Passionate, creative. You have the Hierophant and the Four of Pentacles for this Knight of Wands, holding back. I think this is, let me see if I can get one more card. Anything more about this Knight of Wands crossing position? Huh. That I didn't expect. So, very much a conventional thinker, self-interested, concerned with the material world, does not really want anything to do with the spiritual world, definitely holding back from that. Just, it's all about the money for this person. And they don't want money and appearances, honestly. But that's not really your concern. If that's where they're at, that's where they're at. And you have no control over what they do or don't do with their life. That's up to them. It's their journey to take. Now, you, on the other hand, need to get some movement going. Some reaching out to life. Camels are travelers. They're good at it. Let's see what the universe has to say to you. Hopefully you're not letting this person really hold you back. Although I think... I don't know. You're both in reverse, honestly. This person may be a Knight of Pentacles or a Knight of Wands in crossing and a King of Pentacles in reverse. But it seems that you are a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. A little too materially focused yourself. But even though you've been holding yourself back, materially speaking, but you're very focused on it. Your focus is very material too. You are being called to make the leap, the Fool's Leap. The leap of faith. A sudden change in direction. Yeah, a crossroads. That's disturbing. Choosing between betrayal, deception, jealousy. Oh, my cards and bags are falling over. Okay. The leap of faith brings enlightenment, perhaps peace, communication, playful, humor, fun, in tune with others, collaboration, which I did not see in you. Huh. So in this deck there is 2 man cards and 2 woman cards. And I very, very rarely see, both of the woman cards or both of the man cards come out. But here you have it. You may be involved in a same-sex connection. So this could be you or the person on your mind, and this could be you or the person on your mind. You may be involved in an interracial connection. I don't know. It's interesting we have calming here, and that is one of the characteristics of the camel. False start, poor timing. So a little bit of emotional control, but we also have you time, social connection, hospitality, reflection. Interesting. There's a contrast there between some solo activities, solo caring for oneself, and also, well, you know, social connections can be caring for oneself. But what is it that brings you comfort and calming? We have this false start, poor timing, misfire, failure to launch, premature, rough start. Oops. Is there an oops moment? Huh, that's very odd. Perhaps you thought it was the big break, the turning point, the once-in-a-lifetime experience, situation, success. Magical, something extraordinary. Yeah. You need to get more information. Yes, there's growth potential, but if you were expecting, you know, like winning a lottery, that kind of a big instantaneous change, then no, that's not what's happening. Small beginnings, big results. Definitely more than meets the eye. Didn't that come out already? A time to explore your vulnerability, perhaps? Apologize. Delicate, clear, sensitive, openness. Handle carefully. Transparency. Connection. And forgiveness. So this does feel like a very delicate situation for you in some regard. I didn't really see anything about your money path that came out in your tea leaves. And I know it's incredibly annoying to be told something like, it's waiting for you to find it. And then you don't really, but you don't have any idea how to find it. The only thing that's come out is that you need to look within yourself. Did you get the... There needs to be some self-cultivation, definitely. And you need more information, and that information, I believe, lies within you. Which, as annoying as it may be, probably means, like I said, self-cultivation. Whether it's physical activities, meditation, journaling. By physical activities, I mean things like yoga, tai chi, qigong. Martial arts, any of those things that cultivate more than just muscles. Let's see. I feel like I'm overlooking something in regard to cultivation. Well, a creative outlet, that would be important too. Or it could be. It doesn't necessarily have to be something you share with others. If you are, you know, your creativity is something you're shy about, or maybe you don't even have to be good at it, honestly. If you enjoy it, that's all that counts. If you like writing stories and then you just delete them or burn them in the fireplace, whatever it is. Or if you got it out. That's the important thing. I'm not really seeing anything here about sharing that kind of thing with others, although that could be your money path. That's something to consider. But first, just see where it takes you. Do it for yourself. All right. Yeah, we had the forest came out, didn't it? The muddled thinking. And we had the get more information. You need some clarity. I don't think you have clarity. Examine the fine print. What's the shaman got to say to you today? The journey. See, I told you. You're a camel. You're supposed to travel. Of course, they did come out in reverse, so maybe pay more attention to the medicine message. I'll read them both. So we have 7, the child, and 29, the journey. The child, the essence. The child knows the way to joy and happiness. The child offers the return of a second innocence, a time born of wisdom and not of naivete. This card allows you to correct your course and offers you a second chance. It brings you the possibility of redemption and entering heaven while on earth. The invitation. The child is here to release you from the habit of being yourself and to help you acquire a beginner's mind, so that you can see life as if for the first time. Remain open to learning and discovery. Who is your spouse or partner today? Can you see them with fresh eyes? Who is looking back at you in the mirror this morning? Become a mystery unto yourself and reconnect with a sense of childlike wonder. The medicine. The child comes to show you how you can correct the course of your life without being punished. Set yourself free from your conditioning for suffering. You were born unfettered and happy and can be so again if you make the choice right now. The child will help you climb out of the hole you may have dug yourself into to recover your sense of play. All right, 29. The journey. The journey is an invitation to step outside the boundaries of your life as you know it. This journey is not a holiday. It is a call to be hermit-like and to go on a pilgrimage into the unknown. There are no maps to the territory you will be exploring, no marked paths or road signs. The invitation. The time to embark on the great journey is here. Do not linger in the port when distant shores are calling. Fearlessly draw your own navigational charts as you discover the route. When the time is right, as it is now, you will be led true even when you are not sure of where you are going. It is the departure that is most important. If you miss the boat, a great opportunity will be lost, and another ship may not arrive for a very long time. The medicine. The journey is calling you, but the timing is premature. Collecting postcards or fantasies of where you want to go may take over your focus and make you miss your destination. Other things must be completed first, or you may still be attached to knowing the destination. Remember that the point of the journey is not the destination, it's who you will become as you are transformed along the way. Do not confuse the inner and outer journeys. I actually like that. The medicine message, a lot more on that one. The point of the journey is not the destination. It's who you will become as you are transformed along the way. All right, my camel friends. Seems like you have a lot of work to do. We all do. Don't feel bad about it. You are resourceful. You have a lot more to offer yourself and others than you realize. Handle yourself carefully for now. You have a great deal of growth potential, but don't discount the small steps, the small beginnings. So, I am wishing you well. Till next time.